G'day guys, I hope you enjoyed the flight. Welcome to the forest. Ew. Alrighty, so the first thing we want to do in this game, grab a cheeky little snack over there. We pick up everything that's useful in here. Grab the booze, that's the most important thing. Grab our passenger manifest for reasons. And we just need to make sure that our tray table was in the upright and locked position. Yes, it was. Okay, good. Okay, so this is the forest. I just wanted to feature this game because I absolutely love this game. It's one of my favorite games, and it's definitely my favorite of the survival game genre. And I just wanted to feature it on my channel because that's kind of what I'm trying to do with my channel. I'm trying to feature things that I'm passionate about, games that I'm passionate about, and this is definitely one of them. Now the first thing I want to show you, slightly disgusting, is if you hit the dead flight attendant with your axe. Let's keep going. There we go. You can skin her and get the flight attendant's outfit. Beautiful. Now I hear water, so we want to go and wash this blood off. If we leave this blood on us, we will develop an infection, which, since we're on normal difficulty, it's not a huge deal, but it's still a bit of a debuff, so we'll take care of it since we're right next to the water. Grab some sticks. So the very first thing you want to do in this game is start gathering up all the items in the suitcases. I should have made a spear instead of this stick. I made the stick because you use this stick to hit the ground to collect ammo for your slingshot, which is a great way to get food from the small animals, but the spear is definitely better for aiming at the suitcases. But we live and we learn, that's fine. And I hope that this waterfall isn't as loud for you as it is for me. Let's actually make a spear because there's all sorts of animals running around that we could be catching. By catching, I mean impaling with a spear. Okay. Break open these laptops because you get the circuit boards, which you can use to make bombs, which are rather useful. Okay, so with this forest, I'm not entirely sure of what we want to do. I don't know if this is going to be a full Let's Play like my Skyrim, or if I'm just going to feature the game and just show it on the channel. I'd like to do a playthrough because I really do love this game, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, got a nice cheeky little deer skin and some meat. Don't worry about the squirrels, they're not worth the effort. You just get small meat from them, which you have to cook on a campfire, which is annoying. The large animal meat that you get from deer, you can put on a drying rack, so you don't have to cook it on a fire, which is amazing. So what we want to do is, I'm going to set up shop, at least initially, in probably the safest place in the game, which is the Fertile Lands. Fertile Lands is quiet, there's not a lot of patrols of the locals, the cannibals, or mutants. They will, of course, eventually start seeking us out, because that's what they do once they're aware of our presence. It doesn't really matter where your camp is, they try to find ways to you. But the Fertile Lands is a great place to start off, particularly for food, resources, and being able to build a semi-secure base without getting harassed constantly. Now what I should be doing is trying to take note of the sun. The sun, I believe, is in that direction. It looks brightest over there. If you head towards the sun while it's on its way up, that will lead you to the fertile lands. A little tip there for you guys. But that is where we're going. And I'll just grab this suitcase. If there's any I've missed, I'll come back this way and grab them. Actually, on that, we'll put a marker here so that we know to come back and check out the wreckage if we like. Now, slingshot is, oh, just cloth and duct tape. Easy. As we're moving around, I just want to have the slingshot out and ready in case we see a little rabbit darting about. Or the monitors, the goanna lizards that you see scurrying about as well. Now here's something I'll show you. These suitcases, which have the pattern of Louis Vuitton or Gucci or something, my fiance, she would be very disappointed in me for not knowing this. I think it's Louis Vuitton. Don't quote me on that. I don't really care. But if you knock these open, there's always a new outfit. And so, ooh, hello, that's nice. Jumper and shorts, very nice. That's kind of what I wear every day in real life. Don't bother killing more than one deer at a time until you've used up the meat. Or gotten the meat onto a drying rack, because you can't carry any more than 4 pieces of meat. Now we need to get moving, so we are going to head, looks like the coast is right this way. Actually, are there any fish in this pond? Looks like there should be. Is that a free spear? Yeah, it is. I made a spear, I could have just grabbed the free one. Here we go. So you can spear and collect 3 fish. Oop. Come close, you little bastard. There we go. You can technically carry 4. If you keep your spear up, you can carry a 4th fish on your spear like this. But as soon as I change to another item, there he goes. Doesn't matter. Oh, okay, I know where we are. Beautiful. Okay. So the sun definitely... Oh no, yeah, the sun came from that direction. We should have been heading that way because the fertile lands are that way. That's fine. It's actually good that we're here, because hopefully there's a cooking pot in that campfire. Just grab everything we can there. I didn't put a marker at the plane, did I? That's okay. I know where it is. There's a goanna. Oh yes. The good thing about the slingshot is you don't have to be absolutely completely accurate. It has a bit of an area of effect when you fire it. So you don't actually have to technically hit what you're aiming at. That's really good. If you're like me and your aim is bloody terrible. Okay, there's no cooking pot in this fire. That's fine. He's had a terrible bloody day. Is there any rope in these places? Huh. Yes, there is. We want cloth and we want rope. You can only carry 4 rope as well, but eventually I'll show you a way that you can store rope, so you can store rope at your base and then head out and collect more. You can also make rope using 7 cloth, which is something I do quite a lot, because if you go in and out of caves, the cloth that is available to be scavenged in the cave respawns, so you can basically just get cloth forever. There's a cannibal creeping down the hill over there. There's another one right on top. There's a rabbit. Don't really want to go after the rabbit while there's cans around. Oh, he is being cheeky though. He's being a cheeky little bugger. Oh wow, can't believe I hit him. Okay, now if we can get... I need to get some more ammo. There we go. So if you head to the beaches, there's usually a lot of these small stones you can use for ammo. You can also just hit the ground with that upgraded stick that I made to get ammo, which we will do, but right now we have plenty. I want to get a second rabbit skin so that I can make a little berry pouch, so then when we come across berry bushes in the fertile lands, we can gather them. Don't really want to get into a fight with the cannibals just yet. Oh, hey, may not have much choice in the matter. I could make a bow, but I can't make arrows anyway. Let's just keep moving. If he wants to have a fight, we'll have a fight. But I kind of want to stay on task. These cannibals are I'm not sure what they're called, but they're like the starved cannibals. Let's throw in a quick save while we're here. That's a save I made in one of the other 3 attempts I made to get this video recorded. I won't go into that because it was a bloody ordeal. Hello, mate. How you doing? He may decide to chase us. He may decide to give up. Oh, come on, mate. But we are heading to our destination, so I'm not too concerned with fighting him. This is the sinkhole. This will feature very heavily much later into the game. But yeah, also known as the butthole in certain circles, like a sinkhole. But we're going to the fertile land. So what I want to do in this first video was just give you a little bit of a look at the game. We'll get set up. Oh, hello. We may have to get into a fight here. G'day, champ. How you doing? This is a heavily patrolled area, which is why we're suddenly running into a lot of cannibals. Oh yeah, I forgot to make... I've only got 1 rabbit skin. I need to get a second rabbit so I can make a berry pouch. We're probably going to run into more cannibal patrols along here. They tend to run up and down along here quite often. But that's all good. These particular cannibals aren't much to worry about. They're very weak. Later there will be much tougher types of cannibal. What is this? Why are you sticking up there? Are you still watching us? So what I love about this game, about how creepy these guys are. Sometimes they'll attack you on sight, other times they'll just creep along and just follow you and watch you and make sure you get out of their territory. Other times they'll run and get reinforcements and come back and forth. I just love the sort of unpredictability of these guys. It's really cool. Yeah, actually I should talk about why I wanted to feature this game, apart from just being one of my favorites. The reason that I love it is that it's really quite macabre and creepy. And if you pay attention to what's happening, you're not hit over the head with the story, but it's suggested and hinted at, and you can follow it if you like. The story is really cool. There's a particular reason why he's stranded here. There's a reason why these guys are running around. There's a reason why we will see later on the mutants, which are a much more formidable enemy. You know, there's a reasoning behind all of this. And it's really, really cool. There's even a reason why that big red bastard took our son. That's where we're headed, by the way. Right there. That's the fertile lands. Oh, I heard the pitter-patter. There he is. Off like a bloody rocket. There's actually a few over there. Oh, twofer. Look at that, mate. Bloody Robin Hood over eating that. Don't drop his head. But that's where we're going to set up camp. So that, I consider this to be the best place to build in terms of if you want to just be able to live your life. Should we grab the katana on the way? I can't carry any more rabbits. I can carry one more lizard. So in this area is an area where you can get the katana, which early game is a fantastic weapon because it has a very broad sweep when you swing it. And so if you're getting surrounded by cannibals, because they do tend to attack in packs, it's really good for staggering them and keeping them back. It's not a weapon, it's a weapon I relied on really heavily in the beginning of the game, but it's a weapon that kind of loses its effectiveness. It teaches you bad habits. Instead of learning how to fight the cannibals, you just run in swinging like a maniac, which is fine. In normal difficulty you can kind of get away with it, but in the, oh hello, you just popped right into existence there, champ. But in harder difficulty, can I take 3 or is it just 2? I think it's just 2. I may have just killed this poor bugger for no reason. No, all good. That's 3. So does that mean it's 4 rabbits? Oh, is it 4 rabs? Oh, let's have a look. Oh, way over. You have to be somewhat close. Don't have to be dead on, but you have to be in the neighbourhood when you're aiming at them. Nah, it's 3 rabs. Sorry, rab. Still haven't made my pouch, so if you just use 2 rabbit fur and make a little pouch there, if you equip that pouch, you can collect berries in it. You can collect 30 of each type of berry. So there's the blueberries and the blackberries, which you can eat. The blueberries, you can also get seeds, so you can plant them. And there's twin berries and snowberries, which you do not want to eat. They're poisonous, but you can use them to make poisoned arrows. And you can also collect any mushrooms. There's a couple of mushrooms that you can eat. There's a couple of mushrooms that are poisonous. Again, you can use them for poisoned items. So here we are. Now there's 2 sides to this base setup. This side is great for resources. There's logs and sticks and stones absolutely bloody everywhere. But it's a strongly patrolled area. The cannibals will patrol this place all the time. The mutants will patrol this place all the time after day 7 when the mutants start to emerge from the cave systems. If you go over that side, the food is absolutely everywhere. I'll show you if I can do my trick to get across without going in the water. You can go through the water, I just like to do this and get stuck. There, oh, there we go. Because I don't want to get cold and have to make a fire. So yeah, so this side, in terms of food, is amazing. There's food sources absolutely everywhere. Deer, rabbits, squirrels, fish, lizards, everything. Let's get my lighter up so we can see. Oh, hello, little fella. See, just like that. It's absolutely everywhere. And it's also much quieter. The cannibal patrols do not come down this far. They do patrol out past these trees, but if you build here, they won't come anywhere near you on patrols. Once they send dedicated patrols out to find you, they will come down this way, but it's much quieter on this side of the river. Much quieter on this side of the river. So initially we're going to build here. I'm going to make a kind of sectional base and build some of it over here so it's a little more exciting, so we're not just safe all the time. But for the moment we need to get what do I need? I need logs. We need to make a shelter. And then we'll get settled. So this is basically, I don't know if it's going to be a Let's Play. I guess you could very generously call it kind of a beginner's guide just to get you set up. Oh, my stamina, because I haven't eaten, is bloody terrible. There we go. There we go. So what we want is a shelter. Don't bother with that shelter. It's pretty expensive, and as soon as you sleep in it, it gets destroyed. Go for the hunting shelter. You will have to cut down logs, but it's a better option. Build it on a weird wonky angle like that, like I did. Oh, feather. Ah, yeah, bastard. We need feathers to make arrows. But I will soon be going down into I'll be going to the main cannibal village, which actually isn't far from here at all. And I will be going down into the cave systems to get the modern axe, because that is, in terms of melee weapons, it's probably the best weapon in the game, and it's also the best weapon for chopping down trees. That isn't a chainsaw, but the reason that you want to use the modern axe over the chainsaw, especially early, is that this builds up your strength skill as you're chopping down trees, which makes it easier to fight cannibals and mutants. Although I wouldn't suggest melee fighting mutants. They tend to be quite strong. So we just want to, you can only hold 2 logs at a time as well, unless you build a log sled, which I would suggest doing, because having logs is always a good idea. There we go. So we can sleep and save. I do want to quickly, I haven't gotten any seeds yet, but I do want to chuck down a garden bed, because we'll soon be able to grow some blueberries and things. It'll also help me get rid of that extra log that I chopped down. And then we want to make 2 drying racks. And we want to get this meat that I've gathered into the drying racks. Is there a way to keep, like if you want to place down multiples of something you're building in the console version? I don't know. I know in the computer version, I think if you hold down shift, you can keep the item and place down 2, but I don't know how to do it in the console version. I really only had that many sticks. God damn it. Okay. One thing I really suggest you build is a stick bag so you can hold 20 sticks instead of 10. That's something we'll get to as well. I really wished I'd picked up a pot. Pots are good for making sap collectors, but also because you can also make a rain catcher with a tortoise shell or a turtle shell, depending on which one you kill, and some sticks, and that collects rain as you go. But if you don't have that, if you manage to pick up one of those cooking pots, you can actually just go collect water with the pot and then boil it and make clean water. And if you have a water skin, which is something we will definitely make, you can store water that way as well. I need more sticks, but let's get some meat on here before it goes bad. So you just plop it up like that. 1, 2, 3. And we need more sticks to finish that one. There should be more stick trees around here. There's not many stick trees on this side, but they are here. Actually, we should get to sleep so that our sleeping cycle doesn't get out of whack. So let's just quickly sleep. Then we'll finish off that drying rack. There we go. Eat some crap food for now. There we go. Alright, let's go. Oh, we can put the lighter away. So there are berry bushes over in this direction. There's also some sticks we'll be able to get. Here we go. So these are blueberry bushes. So if we equip the pouch, so you can eat them directly off the bush, or you can use the pouch and collect them. I'm collecting them now because I know I'll have some meat soon to eat. And you can hold 30 of each kind of berry, which is fantastic. It's a lot of food. So that's the twin berries, these red berries. Don't eat those. I just collect. I've never made a poisoned arrow. I don't really see the point in making arrows when you can go and get the modern arrows down in the cave where we get the modern axe, and those arrows are fantastic. Much, much better than the arrows you can craft. There we go. So I'm hoping we've been getting some seeds. I haven't been paying attention. There we go, blueberry bush seed. We can plant those, pick up some marigold. So there's, like I'm saying, the food in this place is insane. There's always animals scurrying around. There's always fish in this pond right here. There's also more ponds up on that plateau up there. Put that away just to pull it back out. Quality. There's just food options everywhere here. So early game, this place is amazing. Here we go. The reason I break these down is that they usually contain cloth and skulls and sticks. More marigold just here. Rabbit right there. Yes, so this pond always has fish. I can see fish right there. And it's right near our base. And our base is far enough away that we can come up here, grab fish whenever we want. We don't have to worry about cannibals. And even though these are cannibal structures, what would you call these? Tents? Cabins? I don't know. Anyway, even though these are cannibal structures, I've never seen cannibals in this camp. There's another outfit. Camo shirt. Is that camo shirt? Just, yeah, it is. Anyway, I digress. So we have our sticks. There's some more chicory. These plants that I'm picking up, you can use to make items. Let's see if we can do anything here. No, we can't. But if we get aloe vera and coneflower, which are the other plants, you can make health mix and energy mix, which are great items. Let's make sure we're full on sticks. I think we are. No, we're not. Good job, Dale. Oh, I just took out that berry bush. Obviously I did that on purpose because I'm a professional. To show you, don't swing your axe right near a berry bush because you'll destroy the bush. Luckily I'm not an idiot and I did that completely on purpose. Obviously. Anymore. I don't really care about the poison berries. I'll collect them because they're here. Or actually the blueberries. So now you'll see, yeah, we have 30 of each all in one pouch. You can also collect mushrooms and keep them in the same pouch. And we can just eat berries directly out of there. And we also have 8 seeds. That's fantastic. Oh. But yeah, early game, I use these first 7 days to get a rough base built. Gather up the weapons that I want, which are primarily the katana for group engagements, the modern axe for chopping down trees and one-on-one fights, and the flare gun, because that's useful against mutants. The fire damage in the game has been lowered, but you can still use fire to stun mutants, which still makes the flare gun, in my opinion, very useful. Other people have different opinions about the flare gun. They consider it to be useless now, but I think it's still useful. And that's our deer meat. So all our meat is going onto the rack. You can tell when it's done that it slightly darkens and the fish lose their spots. No, sorry, the fish gain brown spots and everything else looks dried out when they're finished. Like that rabbit's starting to look a little bit drier than those rabbits. Okay, one more tree. Come on, mate. Come on. Paul Bunyan this cunt, will ya? Come on. There we go. Also, be careful when you're chopping down trees. Face away from any structures that you've built so that the tree falls in the other direction. Because trees falling can and will destroy things you've built. Hello? There we go. So that's our garden bed, and you can simply stand here and there'll be a list of what you can plant, and we can plant 4 blueberries. Another thing I want to make is a... Come on, there it is. A couple of lamps here. Oh, it's facing the wrong bloody way. That's alright. Turn around, mate. Show us your smiling face. There we go. Oh, sap. Bugger. Bugger. Is it just 1? No, it's 5. That's fine. We got a lamp up. All good. Okay, so I'm going to save the game. I think we'll call this episode here. I think we've made a pretty decent little start. We've got food ready to go. Next episode I want to head down, just down that way, where the tip of my axe is, right there, and grab a turtle shell so we can start gathering rainwater. And then we're in really good shape. We're generating food, we've got water sources, you know, we're doing well. And then we're going to head to the cannibal camp, get the modern axe, get some arrows, make a bow, because actually I've really gotten into using ranged attacks on the enemies instead of melee. I very rarely actually fight the cannibals hand to hand anymore. I tend to shoot them in the head. It's much easier. So we need good arrows. I'm not making any. I can set up, I'll actually show you for the sake of showing you. Is it in here? Yes, I just went past it. You can make these little bird houses, which actually I can do because I did get an extra little here. And over time these will collect feathers as birds use them. I don't have the sticks. I don't have the bloody sticks. 4 sticks. That's 2 stick trees. Oh, I've got to make a stick bag. What is a stick bag, by the way? I think you need deer. No, that's a spear bag. Stick bag. Rabbit? Stick bag. Rabbit, 3 cloth. Oh, I can make one. That's very useful. So instead of carrying 10 sticks, I can now carry 20. Which is fantastic. We'll quickly get that birdhouse set up. Because you can make arrows from sticks, but you can also make arrows from bone, which are better than the stick arrows. So when you kill cannibals, you can burn the body and you get a skull and bones out of it, and you can use those bones to make either arrows, which if you need to, go ahead. But what I would really suggest you make with the bones is the bone armor. So 6 bones and 3 cloth will make you a piece of bone armor, which is great. So what armor does in this game, you'll notice to the left of that red line next to my thirst meter, that's your health. To the left of that there's 10 segments. That is basically 10 pieces of armor that you can put on. And each piece of armor that you wear absorbs damage from the cannibals before your health starts wearing down. So the armor gets broken instead of your health being affected by their attacks. So having armor, and good armor like bone armor or the creepy armor, which is even better, which you get from skinning mutants, absorbs damage. So I prefer to use bones to make armor. I make as much bone armor as I possibly can and keep it in reserve for when I will need it. So this is the area right at the end of where we've built our base. This is where you'll see cannibals occasionally patrolling, but it's not a very heavily patrolled area. As you can see now, instead of 10 sticks we can carry 20 sticks. The stick bag is the best, which is why rabbits are so valuable. Rabbit skin is used in so many useful recipes, especially early. Oh, you cheeky bugger. Come on. Come on, mate. There we go. Oh, come on. You can also apply, actually I'll show you. You can actually wear lizard skin. Where's there it is right there, genius. 2, 3, 4. You can actually wear lizard skin, which is also another form of armor. It's not great armor, but it's better than nothing. So we're going to head back, finish off our birdhouse, and that will be it for our little first look at the forest here. First look at the forest several years after the game came into existence. There we go. So that slowly over time will start to gather feathers for us. Not tremendously useful because, like I said, I don't actually make arrows anymore. It's too easy to just go and find the modern arrows, which are way, I call them modern arrows. I don't know why. They're just called arrows in the game, but yeah, the actual arrows, not crafted arrows, are way better than both the standard and bone arrows. So that's what we'll go for, and I'll show you where all that is in the next video. But that will do for this one. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you liked the video, please consider leaving a like. If you'd like to help me out with the channel and the growth of it, which is what we're trying to do here, consider subscribing. But as always, just watching really helps. So thank you very much, and I will see you next time in the forest. Bye, guys.